Hello, everyone, and welcome to EduMatch. So follow along with us on Google Plus at bit.ly/tweettalk53, as well as on Twitter with the hashtag EduMatch. Thank you so much for joining us at a very special time this week. If you are interested in being the featured EduMatch person of the day and growing your PLN and making all of these amazing connections with other awesome educators all around the world, then please visit us at edumatch.org. So definitely wanted to give a huge shout out to our friends at EdCamp Global. EdCamp Global will be going on this Friday and Saturday, so starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, going all the way to 8 p.m. Eastern Time the next day, so the 29th and the 30th. Be sure to check that out, a fun free day of learning. So edcampglobal.wix.com/edcamp. So tonight's topic, we are going to hear it from the students. So we have a fantastic panel of students in front of us right now. And we're going to be asking them questions about their perspectives on technology. So I'm going to pass it over to our phenomenal moderator, Ron Madison. So please take it away, Ron.
Hey, everyone. I'd like to welcome everyone. I have my daughter, Rachelle, my oldest. She is now a sophomore. Aren't you a sophomore?
Yes.
I got it. Dang it. in high school and with technology, and right now you can hear the rest of them. So if I jump up, that means I'm lovingly choking children in the background. So anyway, we'd like to have everyone introduce themselves. I see. We'll start with A.J.M. as we go across, because that's all I can see, their initials down on the bottom. Were they able to get their mic?
Hi, this is Anjanette. Say hi.
Hi,
Introduce yourself.
I'm Jayda.
Welcome. Then we go to Knikole. We'll go to the other family. Just going to have everyone.
All right, so Knikole, if you could please introduce yourself and your lovely family.
Hey, I'm Knikole.
My name is Kayden and I'm 5 and I'm going to kindergarten. Hi, my name is Kayden and
Are you 5?
I'm 5 and I'm going to kindergarten.
I'm Paul. I'm 12 years old and I'm in the 7th grade.
Fantastic. All right, great. And then next we'll go to Lennon.
Hi, my name's Lennon. I'm a high school senior, and I'm also a Latin teacher for actually 7th and 8th grade. So.
Fantastic. And then Marialice and Curran.
Let's get her.
Hi, I'm Curran from Digital Kids.
And I'm Marialice, and you want to tell them what grade you're going into?
4th.
And we're really happy to be with all of you today.
Fantastic. We're so happy to have you here. So I'm going to pass it back to Ron right now.
Well, thank you, guys. The first question I want to start off with is, what is high tech to you? What does high tech mean to you as a student? So I guess I'll start and I'll shoot that as my own, and then we'll just bounce and go back across if you guys have that. So Rachelle, when you hear the word high tech, what does that mean to you?
High tech, like just for technology.
I'm not going to speak for you.
Okay.
So I'm trying to
I think that high tech is something that challenges me more, something that I have to think about and use like different ways to figure something out. Like if I'm using a computer and I don't understand, then I think it's high tech.
Oh, see, I almost gave you a pen for a minute because I was thinking high tech, you know.
Well, that could be high tech to somebody.
Okay. Well, anyway, do we have anyone else that would like to share what does high tech mean to them? Any of our students that we have on here? I see a head nod. Yeah, AJ.
Go ahead, Jayda.
High tech means to me like you can learn on it.
Awesome. So I'm going to push you a little bit. When you mean learn, give me one thing that you've learned on something high tech.
I ready? Reading.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. And I see we got some other people that's on here. I see, is it Marialice, is it? It looked like you guys wanted to say something.
Sure.
All right.
Using tools to learn with the world.
So can you give that example? In the first grade, I can tell you he got this like package that like looked like something from the 1970s. You know, same package I probably did when I was a kid, and it was about animals in the rainforest, and he didn't want to do that packet the way it was the teacher was asking him to do it. So for high tech, what did you end up doing instead?
I ended up blogging about it.
And then what did you get back?
I got over 20 animals from different people around the world.
And I could tell you from like a parent perspective, it was awesome. How many animals did you research?
All of them.
And so if that question Ron was going to ask you, what did you learn? What was like the animal that neither one of us had ever heard about?
The bitteron.
Have you ever heard of a bitteron? You want to tell him quickly about the bitteron?
He's a bear cat and he smells like buttered popcorn.
Wait a minute. Wait. How'd you get the smell? That's the part that got me. Buttered popcorn. My family just went to the movies and I didn't get to go. Buttered popcorn.
What about his tail?
He has a prehensile tail.
And so this is like to us, like this was when he was in the first grade. Perfect example of high tech and what you got to learn from it as a result.
Great. Let's see, we still got some head nods. Who else would like to join in? That was a great, thank you guys for sharing that. I'm still just with the, Lennon, take the mic.
So, of course, high tech is sort of an interesting word since I teach a dead language. But in terms of high tech, I think especially in my classroom, it's looking at using technology, not even technology, but your resources. So how can we turn a whiteboard into a high tech piece of teaching technology, but also looking at, I go to a school that uses one-to-one high tech, so we use a lot of one-to-one technologies. We use Canvas, Blackboard, lots of learning management systems. But to me, I think high tech is transforming something and using it in a way that is innovative and creative.
Great. We have one more. Would you guys jump in and share your perspective of what does high tech mean to you?
Oh.
Before you do this, help me out to make sure I got this right. Say your name for me, because I choked. I did.
Kayden.
Kayleigh? Okay. And if I say it wrong, just correct me again. All right, so tell me, what does high tech mean to you guys?
High tech means like recreating and sharing with the world.
Using what?
Using technology.
So tell them about like what you did, what you got to do with the pilot program this year, and how you did things differently because of what you got to use.
We didn't use paper and pencil a lot. We just used a computer and did our assignments and turned them in on the internet and sent them to our teacher.
So when you said you turned them into the internet, did you email them to your teacher, or were you using Google Apps for education? What tool were you got? Well, you could use Microsoft.
Well, sir, we use Google Classroom.
Okay. How was using Google Classroom? When they first introduced that to you, how was that?
It was difficult for the other students, but I got it a lot because I was mostly focused on internet before I was introduced to the school. So it was really easy.
I liked how you said the other students. You let us know right away that you were smooth with this stuff, so you must have been the go-to person in the classroom. I love that. Okay, now, one of our second questions, what was your first big tech device that you used in the classroom? Since we got you right now, if you'd like to fire it off, and then we'll bounce to one of the other students. Now, if I'm throwing it at you too fast, you can look at me and nod and say, no, Mr. Ron, let's go with somebody else.
My computer. which is that's how we use a computer.
What type of computer?
I think it was Windows.
It was a laptop.
Yeah, it was a laptop. It was a laptop.
Laptop? Windows? What version of Windows?
I have no idea.
I had to just go deeper and deeper. See, my old district, we still use these two consonants that they didn't like together, even with Microsoft XP and all that kind of stuff. So tell people, be ashamed to say that one out loud. So, all right, who else would like to share?
I don't have a device at school, but I have a Chromebook at home.
Are you able to ever bring your Chromebook to school?
No.
It's heartbreaking.
Have your district ever thought about either bring your own device or any other teachers have tried that, or have you guys even mentioned that to your teachers?
Well, we definitely try to push this big old rock up the hill. This is something that we address on a regular basis with our school district. We can tell you we did something a little controversial. I went in as a mystery reader this year, and instead of actually being the mystery reader, I connected with Sarah and Derek Larson, and they were our mystery readers. So we had virtual mystery readers just to try to introduce something new to the school. But where is the technology if you're going to use any technology at your school?
In the computer lab for testing.
All right, can you emphasize it again? When do you use technology?
In the computer lab for testing.
For testing.
What state are you guys in?
Connecticut.
Yeah, we treat kids like that in Michigan too. Yeah, we change the online testing all the time and get excited, and then it's like, don't touch after that. So that's bad.
Yeah.
And we have our first family, A.J.M. Share a little bit if you don't mind.
Hi. In my class, we have every fifth grader has their own laptop, so they learn online. But I would like Jayda to talk about when she started using technology.
I started using technology when I was in kindergarten on a tablet.
Now, what grade are you in?
I'm in second going to third.
Tell them what program you used in kindergarten.
I heard Mama ask the question, so I was quiet. So.
What program did you use in kindergarten?
I used ABC Mouse.
And then in first and second grade, what did you use with your teachers?
I used the computers, and I also used iReady.
And you use code?
Yes, too.
And Scratch. So at our school, technology is integrated from kindergarten all the way up through fifth grade.
So, Mom, what is your favorite tool to use with your students today?
Yeah, my favorite tool to use, we use Schoology this year, and I was listening to the young man talk about email his assignments. So my fifth graders use Schoology. Next year we're going to Canvas. And also we use the Office 365 platform for PowerPoint, OneNote, and Sway.
Lennon, I saw you get excited, so why don't you jump in?
I use Schoology. I teach an online Latin class, and I also use Schoology. And my current high school uses Canvas. I think I like both of them. I do prefer Canvas over Schoology, but I really think that online learning platforms are really good ways to help students feel empowered about their learning because they're able to access the content at their own pace. And while the teacher is guiding them, it's still a great way for them to be able to have a bit more control of what they're viewing, when they're viewing it, and they aren't really limited to the 8 to 3 schedule. And in terms of what my first tech device was actually, it's a little, I was looking around for it because I know it's in my room somewhere. but it was a Windows 97 laptop. So I used to, when I was like 4 or 5, mess around on that. It's like this big. It has a mouse, it has a trackpad and everything, but it had Windows 97 on it, or Office 97. It was ancient. Ancient, and I love it. I still use it sometimes. So that was my first big Windows 97 laptop in 2005. So let's just talk about, the time difference between that. But that was my first big tech device.
When you said that, I started having a flashback because I have a big weightlifting Dell for my Windows stuff. My daughter, not this one, she ain't touching that, but my youngest one, she loads disk and she can still play some stuff. We haven't told her it's, pretty much junk, but, as long as she don't think that, we're doing good. So, Rachelle, I didn't forget you. Hello. Your big device. Rocket Girl.
We use iPads and Google Chromebooks. Is that what
you guys have Chromebooks.
Yeah.
You must not use them enough because you look at me
I only use them in my history class, and
You flunked that class, right?
No.
I'm just.
We only use Google app or whatever those, the Google.
Yep, you guys use Google Apps.
Yeah.
Your district just went into that because I came to help to do an ed camp for your staff, your teachers.
Yeah.
Not you guys. So that was new. They were scared, but they at least tried it. So they'll move forward later. I want to ask you guys what initiatives that you guys have as students. So I won't call your names. I'm ready to see who has an initiative, an incentive, as a student, and how they would like to see it implied in their district. I see the hand. The Curran. You all ready, buddy? You got it? I'm seeing the hands go up. The mom, she's looking excited. Just unmute the mic and let's go for it. Go, 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 go. You got the nod.
Yeah.
Digital Kids.
So we're starting. And in fact, we were hoping the website was going to be ready, but it's not quite ready yet. But we will tweet out this form. What is DigCit Kids?
Digital citizenship for kids by kids.
So we've been adding with our EduMatch hashtag, the hashtag DigCitKids. And why did you want to start DigCit Kids?
Because I want everybody to have digital access at school and home.
So that's really, you gave a TED Talk in the spring, TEDx Youth Talk, and you notice that they were all high school kids. Why is everybody waiting to talk to kids when they're in high school? So you said, Mom, can we do something? And so we're launching this DigCit Kids, and it's going to be a student ambassador program. And what are the students? What do we want students to do?
Monthly challenges.
So we need help. We totally need help creating these monthly challenges that will empower students, amplify student voice, and create student leaders in the classroom. You in?
That is cool. I like what you're saying, and I think you can get some sparks going on around here. So Lennon's giving a head nod. AJ, are you guys ready to share what your incentives is? They're unmuting their microphone. It looks like they were going to do that. Lennon's TED Talk is currently, okay. Lennon, would you mind jumping in? I just want a live mic because I can talk a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it was so I'm part of a group called Educators Rising. We're a national organization for rising teachers, and it was a mock TED Talk. It wasn't actually a TED sponsored event, but it followed the TED rules, not the 10 commandments. It's the TED rules. It's the 10 TED Talk rules, and it was about student voice, and it really covered student voice in terms of how we can use Katy Perry to understand our classroom needs. So I used Katy Perry's song Roar to look at the issues within student voice. So the first step in her first verse is realization. So we talk about, I used to bite my tongue and hold my breath. I was scared to rock the boat and make a mess. We all as students don't have voices. We don't have choices. We don't have a say. Our second is objection. So you held me down, but I got up. So her second verse. So we're objecting to sitting down and staying there. Our third is action. So now I've got the eye of the tiger. And her fourth is results. So we're seeing that our students are becoming their own heroes. They went from zero to their own heroes. So it was really looking at that in terms of not only Katy Perry helping us to understand that, but research. So we looked at the Pygmalion effect and a bunch of the trifecta of empowerment, so giving students motivation, intrinsic motivation, student voice, which we see can close the achievement gap and help to improve schooling, and the third being making sure that our students feel safe and secure. So it was that trifecta, and I used Katy Perry to do it. So
great, I love that. I believe the Washington family. AJ, are you guys ready to share? I see the baby's beautiful face. Dun, dun, dun. I can't hear you, though, so I think you're still muted.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay. Something we're very passionate about is coding and STEM. So we are pushing STEM in our region, particularly in Broward County. My daughter and I went yesterday to Women of Color in STEM. So we're pushing women and girls to improve their skills in math and science and technology and engineering. That's a very huge initiative in the Southern Florida region. So Jayda and myself, we go to a lot of events. We talk about the younger you learn to code, the younger your critical thinking skills are. And also, Jayda is a chess player, so we've also been with the First Moves organization, encouraging second and third graders to play chess. Jayda plays on Chess Kids. You want to talk about Chess Kids?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Chess Kid is about where you learn chess and you get a verse online.
And how does it help you think? How does it help you with thinking?
Cause it helps your brain like think a lot more in chess. It's a strategy.
Are you good at chess?
Yes.
Well, then I won't play you.
Okay.
Knikole, would your family like this trip?
I'm sorry, sir. Could you repeat the question?
Michelle, could you help me with that question? So my daughter's like, heck no, I can't help you. No. Anyway, what is your initiative as a student? What would be your incentive with technology? What would you like to see to be impacted in your district?
I would like, wait, let me come over. I would like to see the younger kids use technology faster. Kayden and Kayleigh were just talking about, share with them, where do you guys get to use technology more? At school or home?
At home.
At home? What do you guys use at home?
On the computer, tablets, and phones, and yes.
Would you guys like to use technology at school?
Yes.
Yeah, I would just like to see kind of what what the speaker before said. I would like to see the younger kids use it faster because they're sponges, and kind of like what she was saying, it really helps with their critical thinking and their problem solving. It gives them lifelong skills that they can transfer over. I know that our district has a new initiative. I'm actually going to be supporting some pre-K through second grade teachers, so that really is a passion of mine to get the kids connected and get them using those type of things earlier.
Did you guys participate in Hour of Code?
Paul did.
Yes, sir.
And I was asking Knikole, did any of your younger children get to do Hour of Code, or did you guys do that as a family at home? Because I heard you talk about the younger kids getting the opportunity.
Yeah, we did it district wide, but Kayden and Kayleigh they were in pre-K last year. So the pre-K kids kind of got left out. We do a district-wide hour of code, but I think it's geared towards older kids. I am going to ask that we kind of help, because even the younger kids can even do some unplugged activities. We had a kind of a digital fair, and the two of them, they got to do some unplugged activities, and they loved it. Just introduce them to, give them a problem, give them some tools, and step back and see how they creatively solve them. Kayleigh doesn't want y'all to see me today.
That's Kayleigh, mom look nice. Don't worry about it. She got it covered. So one of the things that I did with younger students, I paired them up with older students as they did like the coding. So the older students would read with the younger, and the youngers would then do the action. They would move the mouse and those type of initiatives, at least to introduce them, to get them used to it. And I love the unplugged version. Different classrooms and teachers who would take the boldness to map out, like, how could you get to the gym, that they would do an unplugged version and map that out and have kids, how many steps that you go through, use other curriculums, how to write it up, simple words, different grade levels to do that. Rachelle, would you like to share input, or you want me to just move on?
Great.
All right, so now we got to get ready to wrap up. So if anyone would like to share, what is your favorite tool and or device and why, and we'll keep it short because it's already 4:26 Eastern Standard Time. Sarah's probably saying, shoot, this is real early for me because, it's only 9 for me. So anyway, yeah, there we go. I see the face. Let's hit it.
Bunsey. And what are you for Bunsey?
A student ambassador.
Isn't that great? A student ambassador, and he can't even use it in school. But he's a student ambassador at home.
I'm sorry I'm laughing, but it's sort of hilarious. That's almost like a soft cuss word that they're telling you you're going to be a student ambassador, but you can't use this stuff. If you do, we're going to write you up at the end of the day or something like that. So how did your child get selected to be a student ambassador for tools you can't use at school?
Who do you go and you demo Bunsey? Who do you do it for?
Teachers.
In grad classes. And so he's been doing that. He goes to grad classes and shows teachers how to use it. And so he was asked to be an ambassador, but he can't use the tool at school. I know. We're not even trying to put on a comedy routine.
I will be your manager. I only want 5%. We're going to make some money with this. I'm just saying. All right. So, and I don't know if, let's go to Lennon, then we'll do Knikole, your family, and then we'll go back to the Washington. We'll do it like that, if that makes sense.
Just a quick thing. I think, especially student voice within EdTech, it's very important to include that students have a say in the resources and the content that you present them and provide to them, and also give them an opportunity to explore and provide you as a teacher with content and resources, because the students are going to find stuff that the students enjoy reading about, and as long as you set up guidelines within it, I think it's going to be a great tool that can redefine our limits as teachers and as students and increase our engagement in the classroom.
Great. Knikole, if your family has a short little turnaround, because then we're going to do this and sign off.
I agree with what I was actually talking to some teachers. I believe that, and I think that's really cool to be a student ambassador too. I wanted to say that teachers and students, they need to have a voice in these things that companies are creating for teachers and students to use. I second that. Some of the largest tech conferences you go to, sometimes that's what they're missing is student voice, and kids know exactly what they need. Teachers are able to help you see how it fits in the curriculum, so you definitely need those two voices as you're creating these products.
Sweet. So I'm going to let my daughter wrap it up because she's I don't know why. She probably called me because it's Sunday, and I talk more on Sunday, so I'll blame it on that. Daughter, initiative, go. You got 30 seconds.
Okay. I agree with what Lennon said. I think that like some students, they all don't like learn the same. So like I prefer to like use like iPads so I can use flashcards on it, and other people like to research things. So I think we should be able to like within a balance have like different ways to learn.
What's your favorite device you like to use?
The iPad, because like I can like interact with it and touch it, and like do flashcards, and I can like add things quickly. Yeah.
What's your favorite app?
Edmodo.
Yeah, she's thinking educate. I was trying to throw her under the bus because she's always on her phone, so I was just trying to say, yeah. So, anyway, well, I know everyone has had an opportunity. We ran long. Thank you guys so much. Ooh, Washington want to say one more thing, right? I'm just making sure I didn't offend anybody.
We're here.
Right here.
Okay. You guys got 30 seconds, and I'm going to say it close.
Say what your favorite device is.
My favorite device is a tablet.
And what game you like to do?
Well, I like to go on Mayan. Mayan is an app that you get to read different kinds of books, like genre.
And I loved how your brother, he must disagree with that app, but that's all good. So one of the apps that I've been using this summer when I can't get my kids to the library has been Epic, so they can read and move around and those type of things. But I want to make sure that they're focusing on the reading portion. But anyway, thank you guys so much for participating in the panel. Thanks everyone for tweeting. We greatly appreciate it. Shout out to the family and the parents. You guys are phenomenal. And until next time, you guys keep doing what you're doing, and any of you guys can be ambassadors. And if you need a manager, contact me because we're going to work this out. I'm just saying. Anyway, I'm Ron from the Flint area with my daughter, Rachelle, and we thank you again, Sarah. Thank you for the opportunity, and I turn it back over to you, Sarah.
All right, thank you so much, Ron. That was excellent. Thank you so much to all of our families on panel, all of our students. You all are amazing, and this was a great discussion, so thank you for sharing that. Thank you to everyone who joined us on Twitter, as well as everyone who was watching and who will watch later and who will listen when we strip the audio and put it on iTunes. So next week, we're going to be talking about the hard conversations in education. So come back for that. That's going to be at our regular time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're still looking for panelists, so please go to bit.ly/tweettalk54 if you'd like to sign up to be on panel for that. So we'll be digging a little bit deeper instead of everything that's always right on the surface, you know, kind of getting in a little deeper and seeing where those hard conversations are and how to best approach them. So anyone can leave a panelist or anyone can be a panelist if you leave a comment on the Google Hangout page. So also wanted to give one more shout out to our friends at EdCamp Global. Tune in starting starting July 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, going 24 full hours. There's going to be people all around the world chiming in, so it's going to be fantastic. So again, have a great night and join us next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Bye.